Hello everybody, particularly teachers, I assume, for this video. Joe here with 4 Minute Finance, going to talk to you guys about your 403B, some of the conversations that I have with clients who are teachers, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of questions around their 403B, should they use it, should they not, is it good, is it bad? I won't make any blanket statements, but I will give you some education to make the best decision for yourself, as everybody's situation is a bit different. But one of my pet peeves is that, you know, as a young teacher, you're going to get into your first job. The older teacher next door may say, hey, make sure you're putting in your 403B, and everyone's just kind of telling you it's the thing to do, it's the thing to do. So you go ahead and do that, not knowing, hey, was this the right thing for me? Was this the best thing I could be doing? And quite frankly, the landscape of things when that older individual started as a teacher is completely different from your situation. Not to say they had any of your, that they didn't have your best interest in mind, simply different, okay? So you are a new teacher. What are some of the things that we know? Typically, you're gonna be getting paid the least amount of money that you are ever going to be making in your career, right? It is scaled up as you continue in your career. You pretty much know what that looks like. Down the road, you're gonna make a lot more than you are today. So what does that mean? Does it make sense to put into your 403B on a pre-tax basis? Well, let's think about what that means. Pre-tax basis means we are going to defer our income, or a portion of the income that goes into the 403B today, and not pay taxes. Then down the road, we are going to take that money out in retirement and pay taxes. You are making the least amount of money you are ever going to be making, which means you're probably likely going to be paying the least amount of tax now than you'll ever be paying. Okay. With that said, I would tell you it makes more sense to pay your taxes today, okay, rather than deferring them down the road to when a couple things are going to be true. Number one, you're probably going to have some portion of Social Security in retirement that will be most likely that will be included in your taxable income, because a lot of you are also going to have a pension, right, as part of your income in retirement. So between the pension, Social Security, we already have a pretty high base salary every year in retirement, regardless of any other investments that we're pulling on for income as well. So if we think about that situation, deferring taxes today when you might be 25 years old, 35 years old, making the least amount of money as a teacher, knowing that down the road you're gonna be making more money, and we think about putting that on top of Social Security, pension, and then taking money and paying tax at those higher rates down the road, that doesn't make much sense. If you have a post-tax and after-tax, a Roth 403B option, I would tell you, as if you are a young teacher, most of the time that is going to make a lot more sense for you, right? If we can pay our taxes today, down the road, we have Social Security, we have maybe a lot of you have a pension income coming in, and then we get to take the investment income on a tax-free basis. That's going to be much more efficient from a tax perspective than doing contributions pre-tax today. So if you have a post-tax contribution option, absolutely look into that and consider that, and talk to a professional about considering that option. It might be better for you long-term. Okay, number two, one of the things I'd look out for you guys, I have no idea if I even said number one, or I don't even have a list, but number two. So think about or look into, if you have an annuity, if that 403B is being funded into an annuity product, something to be aware of, okay? An annuity product, typically speaking, right, is something that you would save into or use, and it's going to provide a stream of income for you in retirement, much like your pension, which a lot of you teachers already have, would do, okay? You're making a promise with an insurance company, okay? An insurance company is going to say, hey, if you have $100,000 in annuity, they're going to, based on your age, they're going to say, okay, we will pay you X amount for the rest of your life, right? There's a lot more complexities into this, but this is very simple, okay? We're going to pay you X amount of dollars based on this $100,000 annuity. If you annuitize this, X amount for the rest of your life. If you died after 1 year and they'd only given you $10,000 back, right, the insurance company won. If you lived to be 150 years old and they continued paying that to you, you won, okay? The thing that matters here, though, is that because of that insurance component to an annuity, there's an M&E expense that is simply an additional expense to you, an additional fee to you as part of that product, that makes saving into it very high in fees, and for something that you simply don't need. Social Security and pensions are really going to provide that stable level of income that you need in retirement. Okay, so to be paying for another product that can provide another source of income doesn't always make a lot of sense, right? In my opinion, right? So those are some of the things I would think about. A lot of my clients, if they do have a 403B with a post-tax option, a Roth contribution option, that can be great for them. A lot of times we might just set up a Roth IRA separate of the 403B plan and avoid it completely. With that being said, if you are saving on a pre-tax basis, number one, it could be the right situation given your entire, financial plan that I have no idea about. But also, if you're saving money, if you've been doing this and you're just stumbling upon this video 5 years into working and you've been doing everything on a pre-tax 403B basis, that's not a bad thing, right? You are saving money. That's the most important. You're investing. And one of my biggest issues is simply people making very blanket statements about their opinions on financial advice and shaming people for mistakes they've made in the past. No, you were saving money. That was most important. Pre-tax, knowing what you know now, it may change or differ how you make those decisions moving forward. So hopefully there's some insight there. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, ask any questions you guys have. I will respond to absolutely any questions you have. So hopefully that was helpful. And thanks for stopping by, guys.